Okay, here it is all broken down. Obviously I got it busted loose and all that. Everything inside didn't look too bad. There's a little bit of rust, you know, on these counterweights or whatever you want to call them, on the crankshaft. But nothing really too bad. A little bit of rust that had fallen down inside through the valves. Here's the piston. Not too awful bad. Let's see. Look down in there. Oh, there's a rust that was on the piston rings, and it wasn't allowing it to the piston rings to kind of open up to fill in where the cylinder is, and so I tried to open it up, and whenever I did it, it broke. So that was alright because I needed to get new rings anyways. Oh, cleaned all this up. It was pretty bad. It still looks a lot better than it did, guarantee you. I just threw all these on real quick. The flywheel was pretty rusty. I didn't really bother too much with the fins, but I did try to clean up on the sides of that. You know, where the whatchamacallit goes. What do you call it? Come on, answer me. It's a question for everybody. What do you call that doohickey thing? I'll think of it here in a second, I'll tell you. So, anyways, I wound up cleaning down in there. Let's see, got a light right here. This is after honing it. Looks kind of, you know, doesn't look all that pretty, but I think it'll work because it's actually pretty smooth. It's really smooth. So I think it'll work. So basically I got to get the new gaskets and all that. I took the valves out, and now this was on the exhaust, and it cleaned up pretty darn good. I still need to lap the valves. I did shave a little bit here, and shaved a little bit here, so the incoming and exhaust air kind of flows a little bit better. And I did grind down in there a little bit, as well as in the intake side. Now whenever I was taking the intake valve out, it was actually really hard to get out, and you can see all the pits that's in that. That's horrible. And actually on the lip of it was really bad too, but I was able to actually grind that down, and it actually seals pretty good, believe it or not. But I'll probably wind up replacing those if I can get them pretty cheap. Anyways, let's see. I had a hard time getting the clutch off, which is good because, well, not good, but it's good that it's got the clutch like that. I just thought it had a belt that you'd kind of engage. You'd push a lever or something like that, and it would tighten that belt and make the auger part work. But it actually had a clutch here, so hopefully the clutch is still good. And if I can't use this engine, I can use the clutch in another one. Here's the exhaust. Hear that? That is full of just rust and dust and junk. What else? Oh, there's that cover. Clean that up pretty good. The head part. So I can do this without dumping all the. I shaved it down a little bit with a belt sander, which which I have hidden back over here. But anyway, I shaved it down a little bit because I figure if I shaved a little here and here, that's going to hurt the compression. So took a little off the head. I don't know, might work, might not work. We'll find out. Again, there's the piston. It's still good. Alright, I'll show you what is probably going to be the biggest problem with this whole thing. And that's going to be the gas tank, which you saw. Alright, see down in there? That is all eaten through rust. Let's see if I can take this inside. I might can see it a little bit better. Oh, there that is. Take it all off. Power wash it, which usually the first thing I do is power wash whatever I'm working on, just so I don't have any dusty stuff and junky stuff. I thought I was all good. But anyways, this time I didn't, just because I didn't know if I would be able to fix it or not. Can you say hi?
Hi. Hi. Hi.
Hi. Watch him lock the door. So anyways, kids, you can really see how bad this is now. The crap. Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm seeing now. The actual tank part itself, from what I can tell, is not rusted out, which means it won't leak on the outside. But this right here is a whole new story. That is horrible. So, need to look at getting a new tank, and hopefully new carb. Clean that up. I have all that in here. Let's see. Yeah, that was in the tank, so maybe I can get a whole new rebuild kit for the carburetor, and then we'll go from there. But that's yeah, that's where we're at so far. Man, it's bad. But yeah, if I can find a tank, I think we'll be good to go, because finding the piston rings aren't going to be a big deal. Oh, here's the rings. You can kind of see how rusted it is. Maybe. Kind of depends. But yeah, it was wouldn't allow those rings to move at all. But anyways, yeah, I think we're done. That's what I was talking about. I know exactly what it is. I'm just drawing a blank right now. So, coil. There you go, coil. Okay. Now I can successfully end this